Hi, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vijeta, and today we shall be continuing with Donne's works. So, we were discussing how he wrote a poem called A Nocturnal upon St. Lucy's Day, being the shortest day in 1627, on the death of his friend Lucy, Countess of Bedford, and his daughter Lucy Dunn. In his sonnet 10, which is Death Be Not Proud, he challenges the belief that those who die are sent to heaven to live eternally. The famous line of the sonnet is, Death be not proud, though some called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. Donne is considered a master of the metaphysical conceit and an extended metaphor. For example, in his valediction forbidding mourning, he compares two lovers who are separated to the two legs of a compass. He wrote a poem called The Canonization in 1633, in which the speaker argues that his love will canonize him into a kind of sainthood. T.S. Eliot mentioned Donne in his work Whispers of Immortality. Thomas Carew wrote Elegy for John Donne. Donne revolted against the tradition of Spenser. Grierson quoted that there are three distinctive strains in the love story of Donne: cynical, platonic, and conjugal. Works of John Donne. The first one is Bian Thanatos, written in 1608. It was published after the death of Donne. It contains a heterodox defense of suicide listing prominent biblical examples. Pseudomartyr in 1610. It is a polemical prose tract in English by Donne. It was Donne's first appearance in print. It argued that English Roman Catholics should take the oath of allegiance of James I of England. This work launched Donne into a career as a clergyman of the Church of England. Ignatius's Conclave in 1611. This work satirizes the Jesuits. Donne was being politically correct here. And in the story of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits is found to be in hell. Ignatius is subsequently ejected from hell and ordered to colonize the moon, where he will do less harm. It also makes references to many scientists of the day, including Copernicus, Kepler, Brahe, and Galileo. Now we come to Devotions upon Emergent Occasions, written in 1614. It is a prose work by Donne. It covers death, rebirth, and the Elizabethan concepts of sickness as a visit from God, reflecting eternal sinfulness. The Devotions is divided into 23 parts, each consisting of 3 subsections, and called the Meditation, the Expostulation, and a Prayer. Each section is in chronological order and it's a reflection on a single day of illness. The 70th devotion includes the phrases, No man is an island, and For whom the bell tolls. Holy Sonnets in 1633. These are also called Divine Meditations or Divine Sonnets. It is a series of 19 poems by Donne. It was published posthumously. It is written in a Petrarchan style, consists of 2 quatrains, 4-line stanza, and a sestet, 6-line stanza. Sonnet 18, Since she whom I loved hath paid her last debt, is thought to have been written in 1617, following the death of his wife Anne More. In these sonnets, Donne addresses religious themes of immortality, divine judgment, divine love, and humble penance while reflecting deeply personal anxieties. Donne became quite a religious man in his later life. The sonnets were written on Donne's conversion to Anglicanism in 1615. Holy Sonnets appeared in 3 sequences, which is Songs and Sonnets 1633 in the form of 12 poems, Westmoreland MS 1620 consisting of 19 poems, and Divine Meditations 1635 in the form of 12 poems. Sonnet 10, Death Be Not Proud. This appeared in all the 3 editions of sonnets, 10th in Westmoreland edition, 11th in Songs and Sonnets, and 6th in Divine Meditations. Opening lines are, Death be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die. Now, Donne suffered a major illness that brought him close to death during his 8th year as an Anglican minister. Sonnet 14, Batter My Heart. The opening lines of this sonnet are: Batter my heart, 3% chord, for you, as yet but knock, breathe, shine, and seek to mend. So, yeah, that's also an important sonnet. Songs and sonnets. It consists of the following poems: The Flea, and this is dedicated to Anne More, his wife. Mark but this flea, and mark in this, how little that thou deniest me is. Just so much honour, when thou yieldest to me, will waste as this flea's death took life from thee. The other one is The Good Morrow. I wonder, by my troth, what thou and I did till we loved. Were we not weaned till then? My face in thine eye, thine in mine appears, and true pain hearts do in the faces rest. Go and catch a falling star. This is another one. Go and catch a falling star, get with child a mandrake root, and swear nowhere lives a woman, true and fair. If thou findest one, let me know. Such a pilgrimage were sweet, yet do not, I would not go. It's a woman, not women. Little typo. The canonization, very important. For God's sake, hold your tongue and let me love, or chid my palsy or my gout, that they did all to you epitomize. Countries, towns, courts, beg from above, a pattern of your love. A valediction forbidding mourning. As virtuous men pass mildly away and whisper their souls to go, whilst some of their sad friends do say, now his breath goes and some say no. So let us melt and make no noise, no tear floods, nor sigh tempests move, to a profanation of our joys, to tell the laity our love. It was written for his wife Anne More before he left for a trip to continental Europe. There are some other sonnets. Women's constancy, the undertaking, the sun rising, the indifferent, love's usury, the triple fool, lover's infiniteness, song, sweetest love, I do not go, the legacy, a fever, air and angels, break of day, the anniversary, a valediction of my name in the window, Twickenham Garden, Donne compares his lover's tear with the wine of love, valediction to his book, Community, love's growth, love's exchange, confined love, the dream, a valediction of weeping, love's alchemy, the curse, the message, a nocturnal upon St. Lucy's Day, being the shortest day, witchcraft by a picture, the blossom, the dissolution, song, again, soul's joy, now I am gone, farewell to love, a dialogue between Sir Henry Wotton and Mr. Donne. These were some other works. Now we come to one of the most important works, Epithalamion or Marriage Songs by Donne. It was written on Lady Elizabeth and Count Palatine being married on St. Valentine's Day. Hail Bishop Valentine, whose day this is, all the air is thy diocese. Eclogue is on the marriage of the Earl of Somerset. Epithalamion was made at Lincoln's Inn. Elegies were written by John Donne, and they are jealousy, the anagram, oh let me not serve so as those man serve, nature's the idiot, I taught thee to love. Elegy on his mistress, the heavens rejoice in motion, to his mistress going to bed, which is Elegy 19. Come, madam, come, all rest my powers defy, until I labour, I in labour lie. The foe oft times, having the foe in sight, is tired with standing, though he never fight. Off with that girdle, like heaven's zone glistering, but a far fairer world encompassing. Unpin that spangled breastplate which you wear, that the eyes of busy fools may be stopped there. Unlace yourself, for that harmonious chime tells me from you that now it is bedtime. Off with that happy busk which I envy, that still can be and still can stand so nigh. And these are some of Donne's poems. And yeah, there's another one. Full nakedness, all joys are due to thee, as souls unbodied, bodies unclothed must be. To taste whole joys, gems which you women use are like Atlanta's balls cast in men's views. To teach thee, I'm naked first. Why then, what needest thou have more covering than a man? So yeah, these are some divine poems of Donne, which are temple, crucifying, and resurrection, and letters to several personages, to the Countess of Bedford, to Mr. Isaac Walton, to Ben Jonson, and satires by Donne are of religion. Well, I may now receive and die, to Sir Nicholas Smith. So these were Donne's works and Donne's life, and we will meet for John Milton in the next lecture. I hope you liked it. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.